Perfect. Uh, Actually, the workshop that's today, I'm just taking it for, we are about to start, a new batch. Okay, it's a 58th batch actually. Okay, 58th batch of Dynamo. Since the people are still requesting, if you guys have missed the last day workshop. Okay, so they're expecting some live workshop would be better to understand the Dynamo much better and what they are exactly going to learn. Okay, so for that reason, I'm taking the same workshop, but not only this, like most of the people have, some wrong, conception about the Dynamo. So how should they learn and where should they start and other stuff. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to clear everything such, information now. And very important, the mic is open for everyone. If you have any kind of a questions, no need to carry till the end of the workshop. Since like we have a 2 days workshop and the 2 days, if you attend it for like complete like 1.5 hour, 1.5 hour, our workshop will be like for 1.5 hour a day. So you'll gain some the better understanding and you should come to know the Dynamo, which is very easy to handle. Okay. So okay. So let me start and from sorry, my introduction. I'm a director of this company and I'm going to be your tutor for Dynamo and API and with add-in creation and some sort of we haven't started it like artificial intelligence with the BIM integration. So it's going to be start from 2025. So I'm going to be the tutor who takes the complete automation in the BIM sector, not only Revit, Grasshopper, and the other stuff. Okay, when it comes to the API, Tekla API, and there will be, I mean, once you learn API for one tool, it's most, it's, it's a similar to all the other applications. Okay. So, but when it comes to the Revit API, we have two cases, Revit API with the Python and Revit API with the C Sharp. So we are going to use it initially for Revit API from Revit API with Python since it gives the better insight on okay. So first of all, let me clear there are many issues. I mean, many questions in your mind generally is that Dynamo tough? I mean, who should learn Dynamo? I mean, if you don't have any coding experience, can you be able to, can you able to understand, some sort of a language like Dynamo? Can you understand a Python? One simple answer for all your questions. This is very, very, very simple. If you have a proper direction. Second statement, it's very tough if you don't know how to start with and how to deal with and how to end with. Seriously. Okay. So it will scare you like anything if you don't have a proper direction. Okay. It it takes years also. I've seen many people, they've been doing some R&D on this Dynamo for years. I don't know how many of you are, been trying to learn this Dynamo. Can I get some hands here? How many of you are actually trying to implement when trying to learn, like self-learning from months or years? How many of you? How many of you? Is anyone? Hmm? Come on.
Actually, I'm
Anyone?
not using it in months. I just tried one times. Even I
Okay.
didn't develop any script at all. I just downloaded the script from YouTube and applied it in the model. That's it. To
Uh,
clear the
okay.
warnings. That's it.
Good. But did that work? Did
Um,
that work?
yeah, I got some warnings from the script, but I
Hmm.
use AI
Hmm.
to clear that warnings. It's a simple thing, not a big complex model, just simple residential house for
Okay.
project.
Okay. How much time you
It's
have spent? How much time you have spent to clone exactly from YouTube and build it?
yeah, it takes me like 2.5 hours or something. It's first time,
Mm,
right? To
o- okay.
watch the
Good.
YouTube step by
Mm,
step
mm,
to connect the notes, and
mm,
later I realized there is a script on the what we
mm,
call on the
mm,
YouTube link. So I downloaded it and I applied it and clear the
mm,
warnings to understand the AI answer and to clear the
mm,
warnings. So it's
mm,
almost 2.5 hours or something, I guess.
mm.
It's been
Okay.
a year.
Good. Okay. Okay. Cool. So,
Uh,
anyone? Thanks. Nice experience, Arun. And anyways, you tried it. And
Yeah,
anyone? Manisha. Come on, Manisha. Manisha, come on.
Hi, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. Very clear. Very clear. Come
Yeah.
on, Manisha.
So I tried learning Dynamo from YouTube, the basic beginner level. And
Mm,
the biggest problem I face, I think, is developing logic. So
mm,
yeah, so
mm,
that's when I realized that without a proper teacher, I don't think I would be able to learn it.
mm, mm. Good. Good. Okay. So, have you tried to create any scripts
Yeah,
ever?
I tried very simple scripts like how to create line, points, or the grid
Mm,
lines. Uh,
mm.
but those all the scripts are available on the YouTube only. So if you ask me
Good.
to develop anything apart from that, so I don't think I will be able to.
Mm, okay. Good. Nice. Good. Anyone else? Anyone else? Thanks, Manisha. Thank you. Anyone else? Adil, Sam, Somesh, CP, Pavesh, Radhanas, Priya, Ravikiran. Okay, let me explain. Actually, what's happening in the industry, most of the people are learning it. That's really good to know that. But they're learning in the wrong direction. So actually, when you started learning, it should start from A to Z. But you guys are learning in the mid chord like G, and you go to Z, and again you come back to A, and you learn this is completely like you are shuffling the learning process. Understand? So I mean, because most of the people which I've seen, they are having like what I mean, why should I take some other guys' examples? I have wasted almost like more than 2 years to understand the complete, you know, each and everything in Dynamo. Seriously. And I have wasted thousands of hours to do this R&D and gain some insights. And now with a package, I'm going to offer you the do's and don'ts, the tips and tricks, everything. Like I'm gonna share you like a package in just 30 days of time period. And trust me, to write your script confidently, I don't think so. It will take like more than 3 days for everyone. I'm not just joking seriously because there are some sort of a concepts you should start with. I'm going to make you start with. I mean, we're going to see today. It's today and tomorrow. If you attend today and tomorrow, you will come to know how Dynamo is easy, and you'll come to know a lot of things that you missed it in your R&D. Understand? Okay. So I'm having total 14 plus years of experience in this field, in this BIM field. And when it comes to the automation, more than 6 plus years. Okay. I mean, in this automation. Clear. Okay. Is that? Just remember what huh. I'm so sorry. This was completely advanced example project. Unexpected. How many? 41. Okay, so let's start. Where is actually the mistake? I'll just give a brief about the complete training program and everything, and then we'll directly jump into this, the workshop. Okay. Actually, more of the, I have listed out all the questions, been asked by like students, and I prepared this, flow chart. Okay, for you easy to understand. So first question is that easy to learn? Actually, my answer is yes. My answer is this. Since I'm not saying as I'm already an expert, I'm going to show you how easy is Dynamo. Trust me. Okay. So this is very, very easy. But you should have a proper direction to something. Like how do you say that this is easy, Rajesh? We are not writing any single line of code in Dynamo because it's not a programming tool. If someone said, "Arey, you need a Python language to learn," I mean, before you play with this Dynamo, slap him seriously. Because I see many people who are even in front of me in my, sessions. When I asked this, most of the people said, even though I explained very clearly during the demo, they said like it's not required. But still they keep on saying the same thing. Seriously, not at all required. Trust me, because you're not going to write single line of code in the level one training. I mean to start with. So come out of that, you know, delete it from your mind completely. You're not going to write any single line of code in Dynamo. Understand? Of course, we do write, but in the end of the training. But to initiate, to learn something, you don't need. Okay? And the second question, how soon I can become an expert in Dynamo, Raj? There are fake questions like Raj, I mean, if I learn Dynamo, what kind of a positions I'll get it? Should I start my career from the scratch? Actually, no. If you go for any interview and if they ask you automation experience, okay, I mean Dynamo experience, they will consider your current experience and they'll give you a hike better than your general switch. Okay, for example, if you're modeler, the senior modeler, maximum you'll get like 20% or 25% hike. But when you switch from this to IT sector, I mean into the BIM automation, you can't expect the hike. It's beyond 50-60% also. Okay. So you see the instant result. Trust me, we are into the deputation. I mean, we depute the candidates to the clients. So we are, since it is a first vertical, training is a second vertical. I know how the industry is. Okay. So depends upon the time you spend, uh, the time you invest. Okay. That completely depends upon. So if I have generally 30 students in a batch, so 30 students can't invest the time after the learning. So if you spend some 30 minutes or 1 hour after the sessions, you will be expert in very less time. Trust me. Okay. So what I mean by a coding, I mean, in Dynamo, I've heard like there is a coding. Tell me whether do you have yes or no. My answer is yes, we have a coding. But not to confuse you, there are three different kind of code. One is no code, second one is low code, and third one is full code. You can see that clearly here. No code, low code, and full code. What do you mean by no code, Rajesh? The one you are going to learn in Dynamo, we have 20 sessions, guys. Out of these 20, 16 sessions are completely no code. Understand? 16 sessions are completely no code. So these 16 sessions, like we have 15 different concepts. Each and every concept you should be good from, not like chupa chupa knowledge, okay? So I've seen a few courses offering by some professionals. I'm not criticizing anyone here. Actually, I don't know how do they teach, like how they make you expert in Dynamo in 1 or 2 hours. Learn Dynamo in 2 hours. Become expert in 3 hours. How come it is? I generally teach one concept for 2 hours. How can you become an expert in just like that? And yesterday I had a call with one of upcoming student. So he asked me that, Rajesh, can I, can I become expert in 60 hours? So is that 60 hours is enough to become an expert in Dynamo? Arey Baba, 6 hours are more than enough to hand. I mean, first of all, I should bring some confidence into you. To bring that confidence, 6 hours are more than enough for me. So in that 6 hours, we are already attending in this workshop for 4 hours. Anyways, I mean, this Buddha information, like informative session is going to kill around 1 hour. So the rest 1 hour and tomorrow 2 hours. No, 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 no. Tomorrow 1.5 hours. So in 2.5 hours, we are going to gain some better insight on the complete dynamo. Trust me, leave it to me completely. You're not completely zero in dynamo after this workshop. Understand? Okay. So in every concept, we have around uh, I mean, 1.5 hours to 2 hours. Every day we have a Q&A sessions. We, I mean, we don't jump into the session without finishing the Q&A. I don't leave you at all. Understand? So, because, first I have to clear your doubts. If you keep on asking questions and harassing me, you're not letting me take the sessions, I'll be very happy. I'll don't take the session at all. I'll completely keep on answering all your doubts. No problem. If there is no session today, complete Q&A, let's have a session on the next day. My training is dedicated. It's not exactly fixed for these many hours. Until unless you understand the concept, I will not leave anyone in the session. Okay. So if you're a slow learner, my focus will be you. Fast learners can anyways, they learn it. If you're a slow learner, if I see that you're not speaking, you feel shy, my focus will be on you, and I'll feed the information like spoon feeding strategies. There is no other word I can use better than spoon feeding. My training is always like spoon feeding. Go and read my reviews. Most of the people say Mr. Rajesh will and the tutors will take open banana and put in mouth. So you can see this kind of reviews. Understand? It's very clear because you're not paying a small amount. So, and this is not a small, language as well. Okay, fine. So no code for 16 hours and then low code. This is not completely code, guys. This is called as a design scripting. Before you learn a Python scripting, should learn something like design scripting. It is not a C, it is not a C++, it's not C sharp, it's not Python, but it is a different language. Trust me, you'll thoroughly enjoy the design scripting. If you're enjoying this design scripting, you can enjoy the Python scripting as well. Understand? Okay. I don't want to get any more thing into it. Just time waste. So how long it will take to start implementing on your road project? Just give me 3 days. First 3 days. Because these 3 days, I'm going to teach you the first concept for 6 hours. This concept is heart of an entire training. The first concept which I'm going to teach, it is for 6 hours. Rest of every concept can be finished in 1.5 hour. Until unless you understand. But the first concept which I'm going to teach you, it takes 6 hours. Seriously. To build some confidence, complete. It's not overconfidence, it's complete confidence. Understand? So the rest of 15 concepts will be like around 2 hours. In these 15 concepts, you are expecting 13 concepts. Not good in two concepts. You are zero. You can't carry your script like further. Trust me. You are good in 14 concepts, but zero in one concept. Still you are a zero. You're not an expert. Understand? So you have to be good in all the 15 concepts. I will teach you till you understand those concepts. Understand? So don't worry. So design thinking will be an additional training, which we generally not included in the training. This is an additional. It was not there before. 4 years before, 4.5 years before when I start this training, it is 15 hours course. The course fees 25K. The course fees 25K. Now it is 60 hours course. Still, I do charge the same. Why? I can finish 4 batches with the same fee, but the same with the same candidates. But why I'm not doing it? I need student satisfaction. They shouldn't put a blank face during the interviews. And BIM automation is our future. If you come, if you go out of this training, you should feel like a help with the complete knowledge. Understand? Okay. So I'm going to transform every single detail which I have in my mind. Understand? Harass me like anything. Show your angriness, everything on to me. And I'm just kidding. Okay. Don't do such. Okay. So you can, I mean, when it comes to, and if you have any questions when you stuck in during the practice, come on, text me on WhatsApp. Rajesh, I stuck here. I'll immediately available during the training period. After the training, it will be late. But sure, yes. Still, some of the people who have learned in 2021, still they keep on harassing me. Rajesh, you only had an agreement, no, to harass you. So I'm harassing you. So this is what they're saying. Funnily. Okay. So, but still, yes, I will be available. Okay. But your career, it's our responsibility. Vimera is not working for any into the commercial side at all. Trust me, we are not into the commercials. I'm teaching is my passion. So we are four different tutors. For all these guys, they're very passionate in teaching. Okay, they have very, very good patience in explaining you every single detail. We never said no to anything. And I don't say, I will see later. We'll see later. We don't respond such. If you have a question, if it is relevant to that, the same day concept, I'll explain. If it is not, I'll explain in the end of the Q&A session. But still, I'll explain it. Okay. So how to start, Rajesh? I mean, I don't know anything about Dynamo. How should I? You don't need to start anything. There are few things actually, guys. Okay. So either you have to start, either you have to write, either you have to write, Chichi. Either you have to write, since you don't know anything. So you have to follow someone, follow someone's. So who will share the scripts? No one will. If we have a Priya model here, we have a Hussam here, we have a Muzammil here, we have a Pratap here, we have a Moon, we have Rahul. So Rahul won't share his scripts to Priya. So Priya won't share it to anyone else here, Muzammil. So Muzammil won't share it to his mom. So then how can I uh, build myself confident, Rajesh? Why should you rely on me? We have Dynamo back is strong. Strong is best. So when we practice the folds in for now, in our class, 1001 folds, someone kept in a cloud storage like a Google Drive or a OneDrive, whatever. In every folder, we have at least a minimum of 100 scripts which are open source, which are open source. Okay, understand? This is my not my own page. Okay, this is not his page. Let's consider there are like 1,200 folders. So 200. So 220,000 scripts are ready to use. But the only concern is you know how to use it. This is where the people are, you know, getting, backdropping there. So they're taking the steps back since they don't know how to use it. If they know how to use every resource very, effectively, then never do a backstep. I will teach those in our training in level one. Then what is a level two? You are going to create another folder X1. So now your folder will be added here. It's going to be your folder. Rahul folder, Priya folder, Somesh folder. It will be your folder. So you will be helping somebody can. You'll be helping someone. You'll start some. That's for the cloud server. And you are going to write and someone will use it. So for the initial level one stage, let's use much. Understand? Is are you clear, everyone? So how do we use it? Do you use it? Our tool like scripts are ready to use. Okay, when we have architecture, I mean the next question. All this 2 lakh scripts only for architecture or structure, not like for everyone. Few people text me personally saying, Rajesh, I'm from MEP. I need only MEP. Few people say that like I'm from architecture background. I need only architecture, but most of the examples that I've seen from, electrical, mechanical. So, I mean, it's a bit confused. Dynamo is not a tool designed only for arch or structure or MEP. Automation means if you have a task and you keep on doing the same task repeatedly, you can automate it. For example, I'll show some and, this is the one. Presentation skills. No, this one. I'll list out like what are the things that you can see. You can click. I'm gonna show it here. So maybe first I like that. Okay, I'll show that I'm done. First, let me finish this slide and let's get back to it. Okay, so it's for all, and I'll show you some arc examples. We have I'll show you some structural examples and maybe modeling and everything. Okay, to automate some stuff, we are using this Dynamo. Okay, it's not dedicatedly for something. And how to start? We'll discuss this later. Uh, okay. So should everyone learn it? There's some text to it. I don't want to waste our time. Let's not completely theoretical. So tomorrow I'll explain some other stuff. Okay. So we should learn architecture, guys, structure, like parametrical stuff, and then design some sort of a conceptual buildings, static facades, tunnel, roads, bridges, fiction systems. With the help of these are the basic. From you can every single detail with the help of Dynamo, and they're very quickly well. Okay. So when it comes to the MEP, uh, these are like essentials till an advanced level. So the way you learned, it's completely different. It's completely different. Okay. So yeah, when it comes to the training, if you miss any sessions, you'll get the recorded videos daily. And every day you have a 2 hours, and that too it is after office hours. After office hours, I mean 8:30 p.m. Like how did you join today? So 8:30 p.m. to 10:30. First 15 minutes and last 15 minutes will be Q&A. We can extend this Q&A part, not a problem. And only on weekdays, not on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday and Sunday, you have an assignments. You have to finish it up. Okay. If you are a manager or if you are busy with some more projects, exam. Okay. So 8:30 and yes. So we'll share the Dynamo, geometry training videos. These are you are getting it as a recorded because it's not required for everyone. Since we do additionally charge for this. That's we are offering it for complimentary. Okay. So material which I'm to share you the PDF cheat sheet documentation, which is more, worthy than 75,000. Seriously, because the books which are purchased for our sake, like since long back, you'll get this worth of it. Okay. Of course, it's more than that. This PPT was this is a long, very old one. And we'll provide the certification which cost very expensive. It's not like just a piece of paper, not Photoshop thing or DPR thing. They're different. Okay. We have tried, you know, uh, we are more patient. Okay. We never shout on anyone, never criticize the candidates, students in front of them. So mic is always open for your doubts. Okay. And we have tried, this is very old. It's 1250 plus actually. This is very old. 450. So when the 13th May 2023. Okay, so we're going to share you more than thousands of tips and tricks. Okay, till end of the training. Okay. After this training, you are not a fresher. So you invest your time on self-learning for 1 year or 2 years. you're going to get the same knowledge in just matter of 30 days. So you are not at all a fresher. You are completely me, another me. You understand? You are just simply like you and me are same. The only difference is I have an experience you don't have. If you implement the same, you know, you know, I mean, if you practice it and implement every single detail which I explained, you are going to be exactly in a very less time. Okay, I don't want you guys to do any mistakes in the learning. Okay, that's all. Okay. So all of like 1,000 plus R&D hours which I've done, I'm gonna share you not 40, it's 60 years. No. Okay, is this clear? So this is the training cost actually, it's 25,000 and you can pay in installments, 2 installments. Okay, the first one will be like 15, second one like or else like 50-50. Okay, I mean you have I think 30 days time period. So don't waste your time. Come and attend and enjoy the training. Okay. Now let's get into the main topic. So if you have any questions related to the training, just drop in the chat box. I'll explain in the end. Okay. Now let me show you. This is not training. This is the PT. I'll show you what you can do in a short, but this is not even the current one. Oh, and it's sure parametric trading for architecture. And this is very easy to get. I know if you are on Dubai which was just developed, get in Dynamo. So fusion is not only about stability, fusion, format that bird structures. In most applications in the fusion, most applications that you learn this concept. Okay, if you learn this, a training program, you can implement the same strategies in civil 3D. Or if a guy who's who's facing some issues and uh, Elias, Autodesk Elias, which is almost you use it for automobiles. So you can go and help them seriously. So I'm not going to teach you Dynamo for the bit. I'm teaching you the visual programming concepts. Understand? So see how it will. They're completely carrots. So I see it goes now the data converted into this. So how do you auto maybe it saves actually a lot of time. Every model is most of people dream is this. Again, the biggest work where there's a glass wall and different stuff about it. Because simply create a workplace. If there's any change happened in the appearance, they will be automatically. And when there is a change happen, it will automatically exist. So
Excuse me.
always, and if you want to place around the place, for example, if you have a 50 floors building, so in every floor you have 500 objects, MEP, I mean, like mechanical diffusers, electrical lighting fixtures, and any wire, any Wi-Fi devices, all ceiling objects to be placed, and it's taking a lot of time exactly placing the mid of the grid, ceiling grid. It- Very tough. If you have a cat, just a matter of seconds you finish complete, you know, the, the three placements, element placements, understand like solar analysis, what not. Um, 9% we can't even know. You can ask me, Rajesh, we have add-ins and some other stuff. Why do we need all
Sir, I
this?
think your voice
Actually,
is
can't
lagging in
use
between.
those add-ins for any customizations whenever you need it.
Hi.
Understand?
Sorry to
Okay,
interrupt.
so sorry.
Uh, Sorry to interrupt. Sometimes your voice is getting break. I We can't catch your words exactly what you are saying.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually,
is
if you're
it?
using the Revit or something, it will breaking. If you speak without any work, it will audible is
Oh,
okay. If you're
oh,
using
is it?
any graphical works, yes. If you're
Actually,
using
is
any
it
graphical
audible?
works,
But your
it
voice
will
is
breaking.
not. Yeah, your words, we can't
Breaking.
catch your words. It's break. It breaks.
Oh. Mhm. Okay, I'll see. Because I mean, we recently changed from GoToMeeting to Zoom
Mm.
due to we have an additional feature here in the Zoom room, so I'll have to change it now. Okay, fine. Anyways, no worries. So
No sh-
I'm so sorry for it. I mean, if you have any, can you hear me again?
Yeah.
Let me know.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Let me know if you want. If my voice is breaking, then I'll stop for some time. Then I'll just continue. I'll just hold it for some time, like for 5 seconds and 10 seconds. Then I'll just give a break. I'll stop using some all this and I'll just continue. I don't know. Right. Okay. No, no.
Okay. Thank you, Mr.
Mm,
Rajesh.
Thank you. Thanks for letting me know. So let the Dynamo open. I'll show you some insights from the scratch, like creative insight starts. Okay. Let close this pretty. Alright. Stop. I'll close this. Over the finish button. I said finish shows, but I'll show you later. I mean, with all this, the presentation. There'll be like a more fitting, but today was too I can shut up. So yeah, let's see something like productive for today. In Dynamo, we have a concept called not only, I mean, if you join any any institute for learning some core related stuff, okay, actually they will start a concept which is called data types, which is called data types. They're called as data types. So what do you mean by data types? The concept we are going to teach for like almost 6 hours. So if you're confident on this, you can play uh, with almost every node. Understand? Every node you can play with. You will never stuck anywhere. For example, today, someone said like, I have created a script. I just cloned exactly YouTube script, but he has faced some issues. Generally, when it comes to the YouTube, the video was posted like maybe 3 years before or 5 years before. That time, I mean, the interface is different. You can see I have an issue with the 2024 today. So when I open this 2021, I can back to it. So this has a different interface, and 2024 has a different interface. So yeah, different keep on changing. If I have a node in 2021, I may not see the same node in 2024. So there are some issues. I mean, there will be some different changes in 2021 to 2024. So these things happen. Okay. Now, if you know how to handle all this, so these are packages which I inside. These are package which we installed in my, the Dynamo. So I'll just like example, if I want to create a sheet, I mean, my management has given me, telling me to create sheets. So how do I create a sheet? So you don't know how to find a node. There are three different areas. Generally, a beginner who is, doing the mistakes. Let's say beginner mistakes. Beginner mistakes. Okay, it's a beginner mistakes. What is a node finding? Node finding. This is not that easy. This is not that easy. If you know how to find a node, you can try at least what the inputs need to be connected with. You'll just give it a try. But you are failing in the first early stage itself. This is a very early stage. Very early stage. Most of the people doesn't know they have extra nodes. Seriously, because when they're trying, they don't know how to ask. The node finding is nothing but asking for an action. Asking for an action. Can we create this? If yes, how do you find it? For suppose, I'll just give you some tip here. You have a task, guys. Wanna create sheets. Let's say you have a task. I want to create 1,000 sheets. So I want to create 1,000 sheets. So this is your task. So out of this task, you have to separate two different things out of it. So the first one is going to be object, and second one is going to be like a subject, guys. Subject. If you filter this out and find a node, at least you'll come to know how to find a node. Fine. So I is not a part of script, like want to, like, you have to separate all the like verbs and synthesis and syntax and everything have to be removed. So you have to focus on the verb. So verb is nothing but a subject here. Create. So it is an action. So I'm trying to create. So it is an action. So my subject is going to be, my action is going to be create. Fine. I just keep this aside. Then I want to play with a sheet. So sheet is going to be like an object. Sheet's going to be an object. Now I have to write these two. Okay. I have to write these two. Sheet and create. So there are 5 different strategies to write. And will ask me what are those 5 strategies. That is especially for students. There are 5 different strategies to find an exact node using these two like objects and subject. For now, I'll try sheet and create. Sheet and create. Okay. Now, if I couldn't find anything, I'll just change it. Create sheet. So now I have some options here. Create sheet, list schedule, create sheets, create sheets. So the first one, I just placed it randomly. Okay. Sheet list schedule. Okay. Create sheets. Okay. Assembly views and tools. Read the description clearly. Create sheet and views for assembly instances, not for this. Create it. So let me see this too. As oh my goodness, there are many. So delete. I don't want to confuse with. So here, what is exactly now check. If you connect a sheet name, you just have to answer yourself. Okay, it's called finding the node is enough. But sometimes, most of the case, you fail. So I haven't played only one strategy. So there are 4 more strategies too. If you can't even do this, there are 4 more different strategies to find. So that will be dedicatedly for our students. Okay. So create sheet. I have different nodes now. Which one really works? All nodes will work except this. Because to create something, you must give an inputs. So there you don't have any inputs. How come to know? If you break this every block into 2 parts, if I break these into 2 parts, um, where is the annotation tool? Later I'll switch to go to meeting again. I switched into the 2 parts. So the left hand side will order as inputs, and right hand side will be like output. Okay. So this it is expecting you to connect something, and this is expecting something to be connected. This is also expecting something to be connected. Finding a no is something strange, which is really crazy. Now the second task is connecting the inputs are very crazy. Do you understand? It's not that easy as finding a node. Finding a node is easy compared to this process. So here, the data type concept will help you. What is the data type, Rajesh? You have to know what is the data it is accepting and in which type it is there. In which type it is there. Okay. So here it is in different type. Here it is in different type. Here is a different type. Here it is a different type. But you have to connect the data. But in which form? And you have to connect. What is exactly expecting? It's expecting the title block. It's expecting sheet number. It is expecting sheet name. Again, title block, sheet number, sheet. So unique sheet name, sheet number, sheet number, title block, title block. So all three common, but we are not sure which one really works. So when I watch some YouTube video, uh, the node look created, but I have another nodes. No, in the YouTube, exactly create space sheet. This is the only node these guys have used. The YouTuber who used it. So you completely rely on that. You don't use the tool. You don't even prefer that, even though you have seen. Do you understand? You'll completely run, but it is not working. You will never be trying. If this node isn't working, you can try this. These two are like an alternative node. You must have a plan B. You must have a plan C. So when it comes to the Dynamo, we have most of the cases we have a plan H, plan I, plan J, plan K as well. It means there are some alternative nodes which does the same task. I hope you understand. I hope you are getting what I'm trying to convey. Is it clear, everyone? Huh? Is this clear, everyone? Is it clear, everyone? Huh? Come on.
Yes, sir.
Is
Yes,
this
sir.
clear? Okay, good. So I'm expecting like, at least some answer in the chat box. Say yes or no. Simple. Okay. So what should I found it, Raj. So I connected. How should I connect it? So here, data types. What happened to this? Okay, here. So now we found them, Raj. Then how should I get? How do we know? How do I start doing something? So when you move the cursor on it, it shows some different stuff. It's showing something like string. You don't know what is a string. It's showing some string. You don't know what is it. It is expecting family type. You don't know how to connect. String, string, element. Okay. We are. Why it is saying it's a string? Here it is saying it is a VER. It is string. It is VER. It is saying it is an element. It is showing it's like a VER. Compared to three nodes, this node is really perfect. The second option is this. The third option is this. So you should have apply some sense while you pick a node very, confidently. Understand? Because when I hold the cursor on this, I'm having like a description and the data type. Here, description and the data type. Description and the data type. Here, this is the first option. So this is clear for now. So when I hold the cursor on this, I don't have a description, but I have a data type. I don't have a description, but I have a data type. I don't have I have a description. I have a description what it is exactly saying family type. Here it shows like element, here it shows like title block and VR. So this is not also considered as a, this priority. So I set it in second priority. So hover the cursor, no description, no data type. No description, no data type. No description, no data type. Actually, on every node, we have three different hints. In every node, we have three hints. If you know what are those three, you can easily judge this thing. Understand? So to be frank, in one sentence, don't expect any scripts in my training. Never. Of course, examples can be taught, but don't expect any kind of a scripts in my training. Mine is purely like a conceptual training. With the concept, you can, you know, write more scripts than you watch a video. If you watch a video, exactly clone it, but you can't use the concept and recreate or another script again. But with my conceptual theory, I mean like conceptual training, you can create a multiple scripts. You can create a multiple scripts. When I finish the first day concept, you are somehow confident on like 15%. So the next concept, you are a bit confident. Next concept, 5%. Why 15%? Because this is a main hard concept. This is the main actually. Understand? Okay. So 5%, 5%, keep on adding 5% for every concept. In between, there is another concept called design scripting, where you can add 15% again. There are some villain concepts. Seriously, they try to confuse you that they kill like 10%. So if you keep on adding 5%, 5%, 10%, 15%, these three are really important, where most of the people have seen their backfall. Seriously. Okay. So I don't want you to stuck anywhere, even in the middle of the 5% also. So this is the learning journey from Bimera. We never let you somewhere. Okay. When did we just finished the training last uh I mean Friday. I mean yesterday. So I mean they have posted some sort of reviews. You can go and read the reviews. Okay. So you just Google it, Bimera reviews. You'll come to know. Okay. Like how the training would be. And not only this, earlier we just have a Dynamo, but now we have a Dynamo geometry, design scripting, especially with the ChatGPT, especially with ChatGPT. I'll show you tomorrow how do you create a script with help of a ChatGPT. Okay. So fine. So note ending is something different. Okay. And asking for some sort of an action. Once you create this, you should know like how to invest in this. So what do you mean by data edits? Like explains a lot of data edits. Okay. For example, let's see. I speak. Hmm. I have a one. Just any random one. This now these are the parameters. I don't need this. I don't need this. So when it's like, so I see some sort of data here on the left hand side. Okay, it is showing like location line and finish face, interior, base constraint, tree level, base offset, 0, 0. Now, this is the data actually we generally play with. When I when I'm asking it, let me show something here. If I use there are twin nodes that get parameter value by name, so this will help you to get the information. It's clear saying something. I have an element. I have an element. I have an element. Can you please get me the parameter value by parameter name? I'm going to connect your parameter name. I want you to get the parameter value. So it's clearly written. Understand? So I accept it. Okay, fine. Now it is expecting the element. How do I connect the element? There are two ways. Manual selection, element selection without selecting manually. So that is a different concept, element selection. That we have a different concept. Okay. So for now, select model element. Select model element. I just click select index and then add this word. So I have, oh my goodness, I'll try with this word. 13885 is a present one.
Not audible properly, sir.
13885. Let me mute everyone. I just muted everyone. Okay. So a limit to a limit. Now it's asking parameter name. Parameter name. And when I put the cursor on it, in the next line, it is saying it is a string. So find out the actual node with the string. First node is this string. See, when I put the cursor on it, it is saying it's a string. So I use string. If it shows a number, type a number. If if it shows like a boolean, try boolean. Here, if it shows like family type, see, then it shows it's like element. Here it shows it's like a family type. So I type family types. See, we have all this. It means it indirectly telling you some, it's passing some information, but of course we don't notice it. So string. So string node, family type node, string node, string node, title block want to create. So here, this is not clearly as here, but if you know how to get the title block, you can edit, you can connect it. So these kind of things you will be learn in the training. This is called conceptual training. So most of the cases where you see the correct access in conceptual training compared to scriptural training. Never suggest a script. I mean, if you have seen some like the courses, I'll explain this, that, how to do this script, how to do that. Don't go with. There will be no clear explanation in the concept, and it's very hard to explain the complete concepts in just like 1 2 hours. It's sort of a marketing strategy. Okay, don't stuck to it. It's and our training is not like chupa chupa training. Again, I'm telling you. So it's a complete detailed training. If it is not finished in 60 hours, let it extend it for 70 years. Still couldn't finish? Let's go for 80 hours. Until unless everyone understand the concept, I don't leave you at all. Is it clear, everyone? Is this clear, everyone? Okay. So don't waste our time because we have seen most of the opportunities in every company now. They're expecting, the Dynamo professionals. We are running some assignment teaching. What is that? Placements. Placements we are not. There are around 90 jobs being asked, hired by you know, companies. If you keep scrolling, you see see this number of jobs. Recently, there is one more. I think telecom is looking for the stadium and then so one of this. I mean, just the demo jobs in Dynamo particularly information in Dynamo. It will recently like 20 ago. So what are exactly expecting? And the package, but they're offering 3 to 8 years for 12 PA. Okay, I mean you can demand 12 PA even though you have over years of experience in this series. Okay, because information is that. Okay, it depends upon you prove yourself and the voice is breaking again. I should change this platform. Hmm. Is my voice clear now? Is my voice clear? Is my voice clear? Okay, perfect. Thank you. I don't know why this today. This is like, did I connect 2.4? 5 on Just give me a minute. I'll just come. I'm so sorry. Okay. Thanks you. So there are n number of positions which are going to be opened in coming, in the coming days. Because, need your permission from your side. Actually, people are not, they're unnecessarily unmuting Servanan. There is a reason. So if you need, I can just ask how to unmute. Okay. Now you have rights. Okay. So there are a number of positions which are to be like 5 years before, most of the companies used to fight for a people like who knows at least, I mean, the way how it was. Do you know the Revit? How to open? Do you know how to open a project? Come and join. So this is the, who is it? Okay, CP. I'm not sure. Okay. So thanks anyways. And this is just like I'm just showing you how it is. Okay. So we used to, the companies used to fight for the people who just know how to open the Revit even. But now, even though you are a certified professional in Revit, it's very hard to get a job. I hope you are, the current market. Now the companies are actually looking for Revit automation candidates. So grab it in an early stage itself. Otherwise, if you have more competition, you can't step into it. Fine. Let's say you just had this for your online jobs. I'll just copy the link and I copied in the chat box. Try this and find out what the company is actually hiring. I recently shared in the WhatsApp group. So once you learn this, where you can apply for the Dynamo positions, I mean the company's list. Okay, fine. Forget about it. So these are the data types, guys. String is a data type, number is a data type. Let me. How do I understand, Rajesh? For suppose I'll just, what is this or this one? Just keep this aside. Okay, now I'm in. When I open, when I click on this element, whatever the things I'm having next to the line, okay, these are called values. When it comes to into the coding terminology, in Revit, we called as a parameter name and parameter value. Here, when it comes to this, we called as a variable name, the variable values. So variable value are having like different data types. For suppose I connect a wall, okay, and that is expecting uh, as get top offset. I'll simply type top offset. So this is again like a case sensitive without any mistakes or no typo or nothing. For example, what if you have a top malo, so it won't get you anything. So it will not get you anything. Why? Because TOP capital. What if I change this to the capital O? It's getting zero. Okay, perfect. So what is constraint? I'll try top constraint. See, giving me the plate too. This is another different data type because generally there are two different type of types, data types. So first one is like primitive and second one is Rivet specific. Rivet specific. So what do you mean by primitive? Primitive in the sense generally like a number like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is a number. 1, 2, 3.456 is another kind of number. Okay. So I'll use Chris. Chris is a name. So this is an another. And let's say CHRA is Chris 1234. 1234. This is an another one. So CHRA is special characters. Special characters. Okay. So there is one more like true or false. True or false. False. Null. If you don't have anything. So these all are like, the different data types. Different data types. They all are like a different data types. So how do I know? We have a node called object dot and connect this and see what is it saying. I'm an integer. I can store 64 characters. So it's saying I can store, but it is an integer. If this is expecting like it is an integer, so you have to connect a number. Here it shows like if it is saying like integer here, then you have to cut a number. Now see, if here the input it is expecting like a double, it means it's expecting a number with the decimal values. Okay. Now let's change this string. So string in the sense we have to connect a string and type whatever you exactly need. Okay. So we'll connect this. I'm having a number here and I have a text also. Text and a number, we have both. Any number which is adding with a text will be considered as a string. Say string. So special character also will be considered as a string only. When I connect this to this, it's saying Boolean. If any input which is saying like Boolean, it means you have to connect true or false. Simple. Understand? So now let's try to understand. Top offset. What kind of a data is this? Come on, tell me. Number, I mean, without decimal values, we'll call it as a integer. Without decimal values. With decimal values, we'll call it as a double. Okay. So the text in the sense, we'll call it as a string. We'll call it as a string. Now, tell me, what is source type we have here? What is the data type here? What is a composite storage data type? Come on, everyone. I need answer. I want you
Double.
to answer. What is the storage data type here? Hey, double. We shouldn't say it as a number. Okay, we have to say that it is a double because it is having a decimal value. Am I right? So whenever it
Yes.
is, okay, now what about base offset? What about base
Double.
offset? Double, right? Good. So what about length?
Double.
What about length?
Double.
Hmm?
Double.
Double.
Hello, area?
Here
Area.
also double,
This is also
but
double.
with unit.
Correct. Square meter is a unit. Volume?
It's also double.
Double.
It's also double. Good. What about this creator?
This is string or
Boolean.
text.
String. String.
String. Because it is a text. Exactly it looks
Yeah.
like a text. So we consider it as a string. Very good. So how about base constraint?
Is constraint, it's level.
String.
It has number. It has a special character. It has text also. So alphanumeric. Alphanumerics can be a string. Am I right? What about
Yes.
location line?
It's
What about
text,
location line?
text with
The
special
String.
then string.
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 String again.
integer control
Correct.
parameter.
Okay. Good. So this looks like a string. I mean, this looks like a string, and this looks like a string. String string, non-bearing is string, new construction is a string, and none is a string. So when it comes to any coding language or any these kind of languages, initially the where we have failed, we don't understand what the real data type is. What is the actual data type of it? Okay. So here, all of them are not the strings. Seriously. For example, let's show you. The top constraint, what is the constraint? Up level, colon, and roof. Am I right? So up to level,
Yes.
colon, and it looks like a string actually. Right. Fine. I want to change this to up to level parrot. Up to level U caps. After P there is a space. Let me type exactly in a string. A string mode. I'll just type exactly the same. Up to level. After level there is a colon and para pit. PRAPT. Okay. Now this will help you to extract the information. This node will help you to extract the information. This node. Okay. I have another set of node which is like set parameter by name. Set parameter by name. Okay. So what it is exactly saying, I have an element, Mr. Kumar. Can you please set a parameter value by parameter name? So it is asking me to clearly set a parameter value. Okay, fine, I'll do it. But where is the element? I'm having a element here. Perfect. So what is the where is the parameter name? Up const is the parameter name. Where is the value? I want to connect this value to this. You see what it is exactly saying? The parameter stores type is not string. But Rajesh, it's clearly shown you gave us a statement like up to level roof, like I have text with a special character. So it must be string, but it isn't saying parameter storage is not string. Okay, confusion. So I'll say base constraint. Now I'll try with the base constraint. Okay, zero entry level. I'll try it again. Base constraint. Base constraint. So here it is like level 1. I want to set this to 0 to space hyphen space floor. 0 to hyphen, space hyphen space floor. Still it is saying that parameter storage type is not a string. So the people feel that it looks like a string, they try to connect a string and they'll get confused and they don't even at least give a second option. But if you are good in the concept, if you're good in concept, you will come to know what exactly it is expecting. This is the difference between the scriptural training and concept training. So I do give you these kind of hints. There are thousands of hints. Trust me, during the training, you are going to get all this knowledge in just matter of 30 days. And seriously, I need your dedication. Okay, if you are, you're very eager to learn this kind of techniques and you don't want to stuck anywhere while you write a code. I'll explain all these things during the training. Need to put the value of base constraint. The same value base constraint. Then let me show you, let me confuse you first. What if I would like to play with the base constraint only? Base constraint. Okay. Then I'll check. I'll connect the base constraint this. I lack what is the object dot type. Can you please send me the type, Mr. Dynamo, so that I can understand it is simply the level. In the last limit dot element dot level. So this may be crazy when you see for the first time. Okay, so it's saying like about elements to level. So you have to consider the last one. You have to consider the last one. Okay, if you have number of dots like Autodesk dot Revit dot Elements dot Element dot Level dot. Don't look into the complete path. There is a story called Arjuna and Drona. So when the Dronacharya is asking for like, do you see anything on the tree? The Arjuna said clearly, no, I didn't see anything. There are almost like five, six birds, but still he could see only one which the Guru has shown. So the last one. So you have to say the last one. Forget about all the things. The previous. You have the complete a lengthy line. Still, you have to focus after the last dot. This is called dot notation strategy with parent and child concept. This concept itself I'll teach for 2 hours. Seriously, I'm not joking. Dot notation and parent and child concept kills 2 hours, I said. Understand? Okay. So it is expecting level. Whenever is expecting level, I've already shown you type level. Simple. I have a node. I have a node. You just simply change that. So for the weight and stripe, so it is clearly, so now you can find all those levels. See, second floor. Or when I connect to this, test it, iterate, see, did can't constants, okay. A minute, kept cut instance, I'll set to roof. Okay, no problem. But it's working, see? But it is working. Do you know that? But it is working. Correct? It's not giving you any warnings. So you just have to say, like, this is a base constraint, not base constraint. Let me play the top constraint. Let's play the top constraint till the roof. See, I can see that till the roof. If I want to control to the up to level 3, I have to change here in the level 3. See now. So you can control everything, but not exactly as it's showing. Do you understand? Okay. So these are the types. We have two types, but this is not a pretty one. This is a Revit specific. Okay. Let me try with some other parameter, which exactly. Let's try with the correction. See, this is the initial stage. You can't uh, you can't create a very lengthy script in the day one itself. First, you have to create a hobby scripts, the basic stuff. Then keep on adding more, knowledge into it, and then you have to try all these options, the advanced options. Okay, so these are like ABCDs, and of course, to be frank, the one which you're going to learn in the level 1 training, it's just a warm up, guys. The real automation is level 2. Okay, the real automation is level 2. With the help of Dynamo, you can achieve only 60 to 70% of tasks which you can. If anybody say that Dynamo can do everything, don't trust them seriously. I'm a tutor. Moreover, like I'm a mentor. I shouldn't misguide you at any cost. With Dynamo, you can't do anything. Especially seriously, if you just have an install, you just install the Revit and it comes with a Dynamo, you can't do anything with just simple Dynamo. You need all the external source. You need all this down to the add-ons. Whatever I'm having, I'm going to share you all the resources bug free. Okay. So I'm going to tell you all this with only all this, you are going to, you know, build some sort of a muscles and you have a biceps and everything. It's like if you transformation from a thin to, motor. Do you understand? So this happens with add-ons. Still, even though you have an add-ons, you can't find every single thing in this. In some of the cases, for example, as I said, like 60% or 70% you have already done. For the rest of the 30%, you have to use AI like ChatGPT or something to get the things done because you can't find it. Since if you're very bad at logic, if you need a virtual assistant like 24/7, use ChatGPT, not 3.5. the one I do suggest you one, go with it. Trust me, you can create any, you can write any set of code. That we will see tomorrow. How do you write a script with the help of ChatGPT? I just you just give me a task. I'll generate it here in front of you, and then I'll do it in front of you. Let's finish in that way. Understand? Okay. So I would like to play the cross-check parameter. Just type cross hyphen section. Come on, tell me what is the storage type of this? What is the storage type of this? Tell me. Come on. Is that a text string? It looks like a string. So
String.
it's a string. Well, let me try the same string only. So I have a vertical and I have a slanted. So since it is already in the vertical, I'll try slanted. I'll try slanted. So when it connects to this, it's clearly saying that parameter storage type is not a string. It looks clearly string, but when I connected a string, it is not accepting. It is not an element ID. It's not even element ID because we don't have a vertical slant or an element. Even it's very hard to understand what kind of type is it. But there is a hint. I'm not going to reveal the workshop. Okay. So how do you find it out that there is no difference between the the workshop participants and the students? There must be difference. Okay. So I can't reveal the magic behind the things during the workshop. Okay. Sorry for that. So what is it? I'll try a number. How it's possible? Okay, let me see. It shows like a number. It is showing like a one. I just extracted the same. Try this. I tried this and it isn't working. So limit and the cross chain, it's giving me one. How dare you give a one if it is showing like a vertical? It should give me vertical, right? Because it's getting the pattern value. The value here is vertical. How can you give a one? Let's check what is the data. It is showing int 64. Okay, so that is affecting integer. If it is affecting integer, I should connect a number. So select more element, cross section. To connect me, if it is one, I'll try 0. Can't create a million volts. It's set to slanted now. Did you see that? Did you see that? So now the cross section has changed to the slanted. What if I change this value to 1 again? It is vertical. What if I change this to 0? Slanted. Do you understand? So the data is very confusing, guys. In the Dynamo, we have two ways to understand. Okay, one is data. Sorry, data structure. Okay, like we have lot data manipulation, data, segregation. There are many concepts in single word. We'll call it as a data mining. I'm going to teach you a single. This is data. This is one. And second one is geometry, guys. It's a geometry. So you can able to understand this geometry can be a Revit geometry. Revit geometry can be a Dynamo geometry. So what is the difference between Revit geometry and Dynamo geometry? Both are geometry, no? No. There is a difference. Revit geometry is in the elements, stuff. In Dynamo geometry, it will be in the solids or surfaces or curves or points in such format. Is this clear? Is this clear? Okay, because let me give you a simple example. Revit file and NWD file. Revit file
No,
and
I'm not
NWD file.
clear.
The simple thing, it's like a Revit file and NWD file. What is a file storage of Revit? If it is 200 MB, the NWC file will be like a 10 MB or 20 MB. Where 200 MB, where 2 MB. Because it's purely into just like, just like a interface. I mean, inside it doesn't have anything. It's just like a skull. So the difference. So when you're playing with the Revit geometry, the one we see the element IDs. Element IDs. Okay. For example, this is a element geometry. This is an element. Yeah, this is also geometry. What is a dynamo geometry? It is this one. Element dot geometry. Mr. Rivet, I have an element. Can you please get me the geometry of it? Can you please get the geometry? I have an element. I want you to get the geometry. I have an element. Can you please get me the ID of it? See, what you exactly asking after the dot. It's called parent and child. So the element have number of properties. You should know what properties are, what are the properties are exist. Okay, so you have to do a lot of R&D since you're traveling with me during the training, not exactly leaving. Array, Rajesh will teach you everything. So don't completely go on. The way I'll give you the concept where you find. Now, you should, if you don't know what to, like, you are very interested in doing research and development, but you don't know how to do that. I'll help you in such cases. You understand? I'm not a magician. I can't sit with you for years and years to teach you. Trust me, we can't finish even. But if you, with the help of your practice, your time investment and everything, you will become an expert in very less time. Understand? Okay. So I have an element. I just want to get a name. What do you call this process? Even this process have a different name. Parent and child. I'll explain you everything. Understand? What Rajesh, I don't have an element dot name. Apply 5 strategies. Strategies. Applies 5 strategies. You will definitely find. Understand? Element. If I connect an element to element, why should I connect to this? Why I can't connect to this? Why I cannot connect this to this? Since it is expecting an element, it will scold you seriously. Are you idiot? Do you have a sense? I'm expecting a string. I'm expecting an element, but how did you connect a string to me? Because if it is expecting, see, it's clearly saying there is a warning. It's not error warning. I'll explain every single. We have a 2 hour session for only warnings and errors. You will thoroughly enjoy the warnings because if you don't enjoy, I'll kill you. Seriously, warnings are very, very simple. They are trying to help you if you understand it. So warning, element of geometry. I mean, this node is expecting, is expecting argument. Argument in the sense input. Input. Argument is a coding terminology. In BIM terminology, I'm just saying it is like an input. Input type, as I said, it's a data type. So all of them are like data types. So input type in bracket, whatever it is there, told you clearly, don't read into anything, forget about all the dots. It is expecting element, but idiot, you have connected to me a string. Is this warning clear now? Is this warning clear? Everyone, is this warning clear? Correct?
Yes.
Huh? That's what. So when how do you to convey something? So what if okay, this is expecting element, where is an element? Here is an element. How do I promote that? Like connect the element to this. It's saying wall is an element. Simple. So that expecting something. Like element or geometry expecting. See here is an element. So here out is an element. When I connect that, I can see the wall in the 3D. I can see the wall in the 3D. Same element dot ID. I have an element. It is I have an element. Can you please get the ID out? See, I'm only having a wall and ID. I want only this ID, not this text. I'll connect this. Those. I'll get only the ID. So I've segregated. I have a lot of data and I've just segregated. Okay. So what element? No, I need a name. What is it? This is the name of the wall. Declare a destination of something. So there are a lot to learn, a lot to find after the, object. Subject, you keep on changing. So object remains same, is an element. In here, again, the object is element. Here, the object is integer. Here, the object is string. So here, the object is sheet. Here, the object is sheet. Here, the object is a sheet. So there are few very important tips you should remember. Understand? I don't let you by heart it. By heart always fails. Understand? I'll explain you in a very detailed way why it is. And I'll show you why you have to learn in this way. I'll show you some example like what if you tried in another way? What if you tried in another way? Why you should go in this way itself? So trust me, you can harass me with your questions. Generally, in my trainings, my students will not let me go with my training at any cost. But still, I enjoy it because I need you. I mean, if you are, learning, with the complete dedication, generally, the tutor or mentor doesn't need anything else. If you're really doing this, if you're really doing in such way, understand? Harass me. You have complete rights. You need an agreement. I'll send a agreement copy to everyone. You can harass me 24 by not 7, sorry, 16 by 7 or 18 by 7. At least leave me in the sleeping hours. Okay. So 18 by 7, 7 days continuously. And every weekend, in case if you can't join due to your work pressure, and or else, if you are from different countries and you don't have time to join, you just come and attend the Q&A sessions we generally conduct on the weekends. It will be like 45 minutes or 1 hour. Note down all your queries. If you're going through with the recordings, come and attend on the weekend Q&A sessions and clear your doubts and leave. I'll keep in mind, for example, if you have a 30 students, almost 10, 15 students will not join live frequently. They'll go with the recordings. So I'll keep them in mind. My way of explanation should be considered. They shouldn't come up with any kind of a questions again. Sometimes the session may be like 2 hours, sometimes 2 or 15 minutes, 2 or 30 minutes also. Never bother. Understand? Okay. So trust me, like you will never see a tutor like me, like very flexible tutor. Okay. Because I'm not doing it, I'm not working for anyone. It's my own company. I'll never let go my standards down in front of any student. Go and check with. I have recently sent my happy students list in the WhatsApp group. Go and text anyone, just find out his name in LinkedIn and go and text. If anybody said, no, this guy is a useless guy, don't join him. Okay, then don't join at all. Okay, so hopefully, like you won't get it. Okay, but if you want to give it a try, try. Clear, guys? Okay, so I'm very happy to say, I never, disappoint my students. Okay, cool. So tomorrow, we'll see some other more hints because today's is only informative session. As I informed in the WhatsApp group, today's will be like informative. I hope I haven't did I waste your time or weekend? You're supposed to sit with your friends and have a party. Huh? Did I did I waste your time?
No,
Feel
not at all.
did I okay, good. So you feel productive something today? At least like 10%? Hmm?
Yep.
Okay, good. So let's see tomorrow the magic behind, the dynamo. Okay, how you should generally understand the dynamo. No theory, no nothing, because the most of the information related to, informative I have already shared today. So tomorrow it's completely like 1.5 hour. I think tomorrow will be 1 hour. So that 1 hour I'll show you how cool the Dynamo is. You'll thoroughly enjoy it because I don't do anything in front of you. I'll show you. I will use just ChatGPT, and I'll show you what is the low code process. This one, okay. I'll show you what is the low code process. What is the code? The design scripting. Why tomorrow? Still we have time, no? I just connect all this. Let's connect all this. If I right click on it, and there's an option called no to code. There is a no to code. We are going to learn for the first 16 sessions is in this way. But by the end of the training, I will not let you go this time. Because in every company we know the people, they show their attitude, like I know Dynamo, but they don't know anything about Dynamo. They're just doing their R&D from many months or years. Trust me, you are going to you are going to equal to a person who is doing his R&D from more than a year. Trust me, I'm a I'm sort of a crazy guy. I never sleep if I don't see what I'm exactly expecting. So I was such kind of a guy. After marriage, Kalas, everything gone. Okay. So, okay. I mean, if you are young, this is the right time to learn, guys. Otherwise, very tough. You can't sit and learn anything. Okay. I'm just kidding. Okay. So if your wife is supportive, then it's fine. Fine. So, when it comes to the training, I will give you the complete in and out of every single thing. Pull as much as you can the data you want. Understand? I'll keep on giving you, keep on giving you, keep on giving you. You need more sessions? Let's hit for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours on in the weekends. But I need your dedication. Understand? You are a manager. I don't force you to sit and finish all the work, assignments. But I'll harass you. Even at the same time, I'll harass you. Okay, with assignments. I need an assignments. Okay, you do. I mean, if I give you five, at least do one or two. I want to see that because you guys are going to be very, my future contributors again in the way of placing you into the companies with the best package. Trust me, I forced many people, to resign them and put them into, the best, uh, you know, companies in the best role. Seriously. Okay. Cool. What if I say no to code? See how the code is. Even this code, what exactly gives you the same thing? What is this elements to element roots parameter by name? What is element ID? What is this element to element name? What is this element to element and parameter value by name? All this. So if you give the same code, deliver in your team members, just give it to your team members. Uh, you fix it now. No one can touch that because I have interviewed almost like more than 45,000 candidates so far. You are not okay. Let me show you in LinkedIn. Okay, I'll show you LinkedIn if I do this thing. Okay, but when you let me still trust me, like don't ever to call me as sir. Okay, not to call me a bro or please tell me
Again,
much.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
So, yeah, come.
Uh, Voice is breaking again. Sorry.
Oh, again. Oh, again, it's breaking. Thing. This is lame. I have to find a solution for this. Trust me, it won't happen with. I'll take this platform when it comes to it from me. Okay, I'll just see a PU who knows Dynamo. 48,000 people out there. Last vote. I'm not not sure. Darshan, Lee, Vinay is a student. Navin Murray is a student. Like, five. Wow. The male students are. Okay, so let's just go on this profile. Just, there is some kind of, let's see its application. As a student. Yeah, Vimala. He's a student only. So he's a student. So you can find there's like there are almost many people. If you just you can find the people. So I have interviewed more than 4,000 people. Seriously. And when I check, no, not good at, they're not confident. When I'm asking them their experience, they said, I have 2 years of experience. Very confident. They're saying, like, 2 years. I've been doing this Dynamo from 2 years. All guys are YouTube guys. 90% they are YouTube guys. They don't have a proper knowledge. They don't have a proper, the proper direction. If they ask them something, out of the 15 concepts which I taught, if you ask them a concept in detail, they can't answer. If I ask them to convert that node into the code and explain that, never. I haven't seen anyone, seriously. So in such case, you can show your collar to any guy who is showing in front of, who's showing attitude in front of you. Since you're for like modeler, if you really want to show some grit on your coordinators, or your coordinator, if you want to prove yourself and want to be settled and better than the seniors, automation is the only source. You're not changing your platform completely, but you can prove, you know, everything. Like I'll give you some another examples in tomorrow since it's already late. I don't want to waste your time. Okay. So can I expect you tomorrow? Can I expect you tomorrow?
Yep.
Can I expect you tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
We'll see. Great. Yeah, come on. Any questions? Come on. Come on. Any questions? No? Okay, cool. So don't miss tomorrow's workshop because it's going to be very interactive, not like informative. So you will enjoy it. Okay, clear, guys? So, if we have only limited seats, like it's on, like about the training, we have limited seats. If you are interested to join, please enroll as early as possible once the registrations were closed. From 2025, actually, we are planning to change the course fee. It's going to increase like anything from past 5 years. We have started this, beginner in 2019. So it's been almost like 5 years, 5 plus. So we haven't increased, the Dynamo fees at least one single rupee. We keep on adding the content. We keep on adding. I don't know how it will be in the next 2 to 3 years. But I was expected I could maintain the same fee for all the students. But unfortunately, due to some changes, internal changes, we are, increasing the fee to 35,000. It will not at all, a person can't bear it. If you want to learn, just enroll within this batch itself. After this batch, the next batch will be in the January or February. Okay, so that will be another problem because I will be traveling. I'll be in travel. I will be in another country. For some, okay. So, okay. Is it clear? So, fine. Anyways, don't worry, Karthik. Kartiga. I think you changed your name from Karthik to Karthik, isn't it? Okay, good. Fine. So, anyways, I'll share you the recording. Don't worry. Okay. Doesn't mean like you. Don't go with the recording. It's in my mood. I don't know how it will be. Okay. I may share, I may not share. Don't 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 scold me. Don't text me and idiot. You told me that you'll share. That's why I'm missed. Don't do all this. Okay. So treat me like your friend. Trust me. I'll never disappoint you when it comes to the training. Come and attend. Come and join this training program. You'll thoroughly enjoy it. Okay. Don't waste your time mostly. Fine. Clear? Okay. So see you tomorrow. Same time. Same link. Okay. Clear, everyone? If you know, I'll be here for next 2 minutes. If you have any questions, you can stop me here. Hmm? Any questions? Come on. No? Fine. Okay. Good. See you tomorrow then. Bye-bye. Good night. Good night.
Night.
Is that record?